What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've reached the finale of the Gauntlet Series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen headphones. This has been a really great series in whole, and this is going to be a great finale. So facing them in this one will be the Bowers Wilkins PX7 S3s. Man, this is going to be a fantastic one-on-one here. I can't wait to see how these two match up. We've had the great series with the Sony XM6s, the Focus Apollos. We've had the Cambridge Audio Millimania P100 SEs. We've had the Sonos Ace. And man, this is going to be a great ribbon to tie this whole thing up. So I can't wait to dive in. Now, if you want to see price specs and app breakdowns for each of these headphones, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I'll also leave links where you can buy one or both of these if you're interested. But before we dive in, let's hear from the sponsor of today's video, Audio Experience.
Let me tell you a bit about our sponsor for today's video, Audio Experience. Located in Connecticut, Audio Experience has 2 appointment-only showrooms featuring dedicated audition spaces for 2-channel stereo, home theater, and custom installation audio video for homes and businesses. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, no. Audio Experience exists to provide discerning enthusiasts like you a way of connecting with the highest quality products to transform your AV experience from the mundane to the emotionally engaging. For those of you outside of the Connecticut area, like myself, Audio Experience offers the majority of its brands online via shopaudioexperience.com. Doing business with larger retailers can often feel transactional and impersonal. By contrast, Audio Experience offers a personalized approach focused solely on your needs, offering the knowledge, care, and dedication needed to achieve truly life-changing AV solutions. Now, if you're interested in a specific product or you want to learn more, check out the links in the description of this video and make sure you let Justin at Audio Experience know that Ron Tech sent you.
All right, we are back in. We're going to start off with the Bose QC Ultra 2s or Gen 2s or 2nd Gens, however you want to call them. We are in the Bose app for them. As you can see, I'll quickly just show you my EQ settings. There they are. Okay. And of course, we are in quiet mode. So we're going to go ahead and check our volume level, make sure we at our optimal listening level. We are definitely there, right at the orange line, just the way I like it. And let's go ahead and get our music up. Dominic Feels Al Me, Feeling Good, song number 1. Let's go ahead and put on the QC Ultra 2s, Gen 2s. Get the camera cut away or switched over. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. Song number 1, QC Gen 2s. Let's get it. QC Ultra Gen 2s. All right, right off the bat, volume. Nice. Don't have to worry about turning it up. Vocalist, that exhale, getting it immediately. Background vocalist sounding nice and clear. Filling in the soundstage. Again, getting all her nuances, her inhales before she starts the verse. Exhales as she finishes the verse. Her enunciation of the words, her B's, P's, and T's. Nice and clear. Very nice. And then I love the background vocalist coming in, sounding very clear. Nice spacing, good balance as well. Speaking of balance, here we go with them all harmonizing, sounding really, really smooth. The clarity is on point. I love the detail that I'm getting out of it. Sound great. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these off. We're going to pair up the PX7 S3s, show you my settings for them, and we'll see how they handle song number 1. All right, we are back in. We've got the PX7 S3s all paired up. We are in the Bowers Wilkins app for them. Let me quickly show you guys my EQ settings here. That's basically that is what it looks like. Not basically, but that is what it looks like. Okay. And we got them in noise canceling as well. Let's go ahead and check our volume levels here. Make sure. Guess I got to be playing something here. Let me play something real quick. All right. There we go. We had optimal listening level. All right, right at the orange line rather. So let's go ahead and get into our song. Let's go ahead and pop these guys on. Let's flip the camera. Let's get our cutaway up. All right. Here we go. Make sure I'm locked in. Okay. All right. Man, these are nice. All right, so we are locked in. Bowers Wilkins PX7 S3s. We got our first song. Let's go. Again. All right. Volume. Don't have to worry about turning it up. Nice little bassy, but sounds really good. Background vocal is nice and clear, coming in, filling in the sound stage. Your standard sound stage as well, not wide or not too narrow, but right there where you want it to be. Again, just the overall sound of these guys is just, it like comes out to grab you. It sounds so good. And very clear. Again, getting all the nuance, her breathing rhythm, her enunciation of words. Oh, it just sounds so good. Again, I guess boisterous, it's booming sound. Again, booming sound, but you don't lose the clarity and the clarity. I'm thinking of another word, but it's not coming to me, so I'm just gonna stick with clarity. You're not missing out on the clarity of the vocalist, although it's booming. It's a booming sound out of these. Really fills in the whole entire air cup, so you're not missing a single thing. I absolutely like the way these sound, man. Definitely love it. All right, so again, this is shaping up, and it's only one song again, but this is shaping up to be a very, very interesting finale. All right, so so good. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get these guys into our second song, man. I'm at a loss. This is so good. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in for our bass song. We got Nipsey Hussle's Bootlaces 2 as our bass song, and I've been excited for this segment of of all my videos, but I am really excited for right now. I want to see how these two compare when it comes to bass. So let's go ahead and get this cutaway and get our camera switch and our cutaway up. You know what I mean. All right, again, very excited for this. I think this is the most excited I've been. I mean, I've looked forward to it, like I said, but yeah, I want to see how these two, square off here. All right, so here we go. Song number 2, QC Ultra Gen 2s. Let's get it. All right, off the top, the background vocalist, nice and clear. Ooh, there go that low end. Oh, that rumble's so nice. Ooh, and that deep drop is so good. It's so good. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, that sounds so smooth. Oh, again, so clean with the low end bass, but yet the vocalist, the clarity of Nipsey Hussle's verses is not drowned out, not overpowered. I love it. Love the balance. Excuse me. And even you've got the background vocalist ad-libbing. He's coming through clear too. Oh, that sounds so good. Whew. Oh, man, that is fantastic. All right, so let me go ahead and get this switched over. I'm having fun with this one. All right. Okay, so now we are over to the I'm just gonna call them the S3s because I ain't gonna keep going saying the whole name. So we on the Bowers Wilkins. All right, PX7 S3s. All right, I said it. So now here we go. Let's go ahead and do a real sound test here real quick. All right, make sure we on the same one. All right, so here we go. Song number 2, S3s. Let's get it. Okay, again, that volume, just the sound is boom, is power. Woo! Oh, that bass is sick. it's okay, here we go. Oh, that's so clear. Okay. All right. Again, clean, nice low end. Dipsy Hustle sounds nice and clear. Again, not being drowned out by the bass. The vocalist in the background sounded nice and clear as well with the ad libs. Man, smooth, very clean. Oh, yeah. I can listen to it all day, but I'm only going to give these ones a minute per because man, they sound really, really good. And again, I like the fact that the vocalist was not drowned out by the bass. So you got excellent balance there across the board. All right, so man, that sounds so good. Both of them did it. All right, but there is a difference. There's a subtle difference, and I'll talk to y'all about that at the end. All right, so let's go ahead and get into song number 3. All right, we are back in for our final song, Home by Kenny G, our instrumental selection. We got the Bose QC Ultra Gen 2s up on the head. Let's go ahead and flip the camera, get our cutaway. Let's dive right in. Here we go. All right, again, nice crisp high keys. Nice transition with the low end, with the low keys. Nice little rumble there. Nice and subtle. I love it. Saxophone comes in sounding nice and crisp. Again, get them low keys. When they strike those keys, that little low rumble there is being constant all the way through so far. Very impressed. Absolutely love the clarity. That saxophone sounds so crisp. With the echoing and the balance between the keyboard and saxophone is on point. It sounds so good. And again, I love the fact, let me pause this. I love the fact that the low keys, the rumble stays there. Sorry, I had something pop up. And it stays consistent throughout the song. So you're not missing anything. It's not fading away. It's not disappearing throughout the course. Like I've noticed in some headphones. Excuse me. They stay consistent and they stay working and it sounds wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and get these switched out. We're going to put on the S3s here. There we go. Let's get locked in. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and do a sound test real quick. All right. We're there. We're good. All right. Let's back it up. All right. So here we go. Song number 3. The S3s. Let's get it. Man, that's crisp. And again, just the overall sound. Ooh. I like that transition from the high keys to the low keys. That nice rumble. Oh, man, that's clean. Ooh, I love that. With the low keys, the saxophone sounds very crisp, too. So just... And again, great balance. No one's being drowned out. Very clear. And again, they're listening for the echoing there. Nice. You're listening for the low keys every time they're struck. You get that nice little in your arm. Very good. Very clean. Oh, man, that was impressive. I liked, again, just the way the bass sounded, the low end bass sound in, and every time you got those low keys, every time it was struck, it was like boom, punch in the arm or something to get you, to jolt you. And it, again, rattled. It was so clean, subtle but clean. Absolutely loved it. Man, this was a fun one. This was a fun one. It was everything I thought of it. And again, there are some differences. So we're going to talk about that here. Let's get this cleaned up and get to that. All right, we are back in, and man, this was a fantastic finale, not to mention a fantastic entire series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd gen headphones. And in this finale, they're going up against, rather, the Bowers and Wilkins PX7 S3 headphones. And I'm going to tell you, this whole series lived up to what I thought it would be. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. First song, Feeling Good by Dominique Fields. Both of them did a fantastic job with the clarity of the vocalists, both the lead and background. They both gave me really good nuance, really good reproduction of the nuances, her enunciation of words, her breathing rhythms, everything involved, echoing, you name it. They did a fantastic job of reproducing that for me with clarity. Didn't miss a beat there. However, if I had to choose one, I would say the PX3 or the S3s rather are the louder. The PX7 S3s are loud, has more volume, a higher volume ceiling than the QuietComfort Ultra 2nd gen. Not to say that they're not loud. These guys get plenty loud for me, but if compared, you know what I mean. These guys are louder. All right. So again, very clear on both sides. The background vocalist was nice and clear. They came in, filled in the sound stage, well balanced. No one was drowned out. Sound fantastic. All right, so now let's go ahead into our second song, our bass song, Nipsey Hussle's Blue Laces 2. Both of them get nice rumble, low rumble there. Let me back up first. At the beginning, the background vocalist, nice and clear. She was. But then that low end rumble came in. They both did a fantastic job of that. However, there is a bass drop in there where I think the QuietComfort Ultra 2nd gens dropped lower than the S3s did. I is just where I heard it, and right when I got that drop, right when I expected it to from the QC 2nd gens. When I came over and I was listening although the overall low end bass was wonderful. I mean, it was vibrant, it was smooth, it was very, it sounded really good. But then when it came to the drop to the lower end, it did go down, but it didn't go as deep enough. It just, it was. If you compare these to steps, all right, if you compare that bass drop to steps, this one dropped 4 steps while this one dropped 1 step. I hope that makes sense. This is the best way. That's the best analogy I can come up with right now. But if you consider it, like, you're on it, you're up here, and then you drop. It was like that. It was something like that. Okay, so I mean, it was fantastic. Everything else was great on this. Again, the volume, it just. For the S3s just came out and got you. Just the sound just came out and got you on there. And then both of them really clean. But man, that was like the only for that song. I think that was like the one thing that separated these two. The vocalists were very clear on both headphones. No problems with that. It was just that one segment of the song separated these two when it comes to that. And that's about it. See, this is how close this was. All right, now moving on over to our third song, Home by Kenny G. Again, both of them did a fantastic job with the crisp high keys. And again, this is where the separation ended or starts. When he transitioned over to the low keys, the S3s redeemed themselves, in my opinion. Gave me that nice the rumble was a little bit more intense here on this one than it was on the Bose, the QC Ultra Gen 2s. Although it was there, it was nice, it was clean. It wasn't as it didn't have what the S3s produced in that. It was, again, both of them did a really good job of maintaining the low end, the low keys, and that little subtle rumble throughout the song. Neither one of them were that little low key, that little low end bass faded out and disappeared from the song. No, they stayed current. Like I said, it was like almost like you're sitting here, you're listening to the saxophone and keyboard, and you get that low end, that low end key note, and it's like a jolt in the arm. Oh yeah, there's bass in here. You know what I mean? Like you just get nice little poke in the ribs or something like that, just to let you know it's here. That type of deal. But I think for where it fell off on in the bass song, it made up for in the instrumental song when it comes to the the S3s, which is fine. And I like the fact it stayed consistent throughout. I would have had a problem if it gave me that little bit of nugget and then didn't stay consistent throughout. Yeah, we would have had an issue there. But man, this was a really good one. The QC Ultras, like I said, nice bass transition. Wasn't as punchy, as powerful as on the S3s, but it was really good. And again, consistency. That low end key, them low keys rumbled, and it stayed in throughout the whole entire song. So, man, this was I'm excited about this. All right, so based on everything that we talked about here, as far as the 3 songs and these 2 great headphones, I'm gonna have to go with the PX7 S3s on this one. I think the mids and highs are a little bit clearer, a little bit crisper when it came to the vocalists and the instruments. Not by much. Not by much. This is not like heads and shoulders. These are not like heads and shoulders above the Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones. Let's not get that twisted. They're not. I mean, build wise, if you want to take, the build quality wise, then yeah, they're better. They have a better build quality, better, and obviously some better materials, than the Bose. But when you're talking about the sound, they're very close. There's certain subtle things, but I have to go with the S3s here. I'm losing there. PX7 S3s. Man, these naming conventions. All right, so yeah, these would be my winner here by the slimmest of margins to close out the Gauntlet Series. Again, I absolutely love the Bose, the second gens. I love what they've done to these as far as an upgrade to the original QuietComfort Ultras, which I did like as well. But man, you could definitely tell the difference, especially when it comes to the vocals and instruments. Definite upgrade. If you're looking at picking these up, I would say go for it. You will not be disappointed in them. I'm just put either one. If you want either one of these, I wouldn't be disappointed. If you want any ones in this Gauntlet series, I wouldn't have been mad at you. They're all really good picks. All of them have their flaws here and there. No, there is no perfect headphone, but man, this was a great head-to-head, and I'm glad I was able to do this and provide it for you. I hope you guys like this episode as well as the entire series. If you do, go and hit the like button. If you want to join the community, you want to join the channel, you want to go ahead and hit the subscribe notification bell. That way you're notified when I'm dropping videos like this and others. I got a lot on my plate in a short time to get it done, so I got unboxing videos over here. I still got the Gauntlet series for these guys coming up, so you definitely want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel or even a member of the channel. If you want to support the channel, you want to make sure you do that, so that way you're there for when this series goes live. I still got a Gauntlet series for these guys. Yes, I am going to do a Gauntlet series for the PX. Yes, the PX8 S2s. They will be getting a Gauntlet series as well. And not to mention, I've got the end of year videos. We got some live stream. I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna do but try to do 2 this month. I'll let you guys know when that is. I'm definitely going to do one at the end of the month because that's when I'm going to be dropping my top 5 headphones, top 10 headphones, top 10 earbuds videos, or my list in that one live stream. So we're going to do the top 10 earbuds, top 10 headphones of 2025 in that live stream at the end of the year. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you definitely want to make sure you are a subscriber. This one is going to be a subscribers for everybody. Moving on next time, there will be one for everybody, but then there will be one for members only. I'm going to alternate them. So if you want to have access to all of them, you want to go ahead and be a member of the channel. It's $2 a month, $1.99 actually. It helps me bring more products in for review. And of course, like I said, I'll leave one out there. We'll do a live one where everybody can show up, and those will be just as fun. I do appreciate everybody who comes in and checks out the channel, whether you are just a viewer, pulling up every once in a while, or you're a subscriber to the channel, or you're a member. I appreciate every last one of you guys. I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't get as far as I've gotten without you guys there. So however way you support the channel, or you can support the channel, and I'll do my best to give you endless content, as much content as I can. I ain't gonna say endless, but as much content as I can give you, cover as many products, earbuds, headphones, possibly more tech. Excuse me. We'll see how 2026 does. What I'll be dabbling into the cell phones, tablets a little bit more. If we can grow, we will definitely grow, and we will add more to this channel and have a lot of fun. So again, I appreciate you guys for pulling up. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I could say thank you forever, but I know you guys are busy. So I appreciate you guys for pulling up and spending time with me in this series and on this video. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.